So, I have no clue what is the quality going to be of this video, and neither I actually know if my sound settings are put right, so we shall see as it go along. And I have created my character. It is a wood elf, and I've fiddled around a bit, so I'm level 3 I think. And it is a modded set of Skyrim with a bunch of just texture mods mostly. I mean, it has the loot mod, it has the it has loot mod, it has the horses mods. I think I put on a bunch of sound mods, and basically it's more of an overhaul rather than actual gameplay. The only things that affect it is the loot mod and the immersive armors mod, so the rest of it should be purely cosmetic changes. So we are going to begin if it would let me stream. Seems to be going quite fine. I don't think I have anything running that would eat up my internet. I'm going to close on the Dropbox before we start so it doesn't go nuts in the background. God knows what reason. Oh no, let me close you, sir. So, okay. No, I don't want to look at the controls. If we will record okay. I haven't tried it yet, so we shall see how this goes. I mean, it's not going to be a fast playthrough. That is going to be very informative. I'm just going to fuck around in it because I played through this game about a good handful of times, so it's more of a let's fuck around rather than let's actually play this game. So that is something to take note of. And why is my frame rate dropping like a bag of rocks? Excuse me. Is someone to ambush me up here? Coins? A coin? They're hiding up here. What should be like a cheek that's going to one hit me with all hell and boot me off his fucking tower? There's someone up there. As I badly miss it as I try to shoot an arrow. Oh, it's just a bandit. Ow! Talk about being booted off the fucking tower. And it is playing it on Adept. So I think that's normal. Pretty sure that's normal. Oh, that thing's heavy, though I would like to bring the whole set with me. Aww, sir. Stop wearing such heavy armor. I need to bring... Of course I'm a fucking genius going to this whole objective with a full inventory. What's up here? No, but there's a chest up here. Totally unguarded and unchopped. Potion of fire? No. I can stay in that chest till the day I die. That's never going to be picked up. Let's see, I can level up. Stamina, definitely going to need that extra carry capacity. None of this, possibly pickpocketing. I really loved, like, leveling up pickpocketing. It's so fun. Exactly. I have a sword and this iron mace and that warhammer. Why do I have a warhammer on me? Fit everything? Yeah, easily. The rest of your stuff you can keep, sir. I'm going to be that kind of a person. I'm going to let you keep your shit. I'm not going to, like, steal your bare bones, not this time at least. Even though the trees look a bit janky in this one, I've noticed that, like, last time I played as well, I don't know what is with these trees or landscape in general. Maybe that's supposed to be covered in fog so I don't see it that far. Which might be a thing. Oh, it's probably from the fact that I turned off grass. So its grass is really like close by only. Oh, I see why everything looks so janky now. Is there a road going from here? Oh yeah, and I got a map mod as well. I'm sure there's something down here as well. Like a ruin of some sorts. At least one of them. Hopefully I don't get my ass beaten by a fucking giant. Or an ice straw. Yeah, ice straws could be terrifying at this point. Pretty sure I will have my ass handed if I ever have to fend off an ice straw. I don't think I even have anything with fire on it. Ooh, it's bleak force already. I guess I wandered off again. So much. Oh? So I lean close to the fucking screen. I assume if I just stand here, I'm going to get better sneak skill. Oh, standing here isn't going to actually do anything, so I guess I'll have to do something after all. First thing is for not being destroyed. And I have pretty much non-existent armor. And I'm trying to go with the whole stealth mechanic. Overnight will kind of... Yes, someone is there. And I'm instantly detected. Perfect. No, sir. Fuck off. There's one down. Which one of them will haul at me faster? Come on. Figure out your goddamn mind and charge. Oh, there's a fly. Narrow to the face there. Okay, that's one guy dealt with. Oh, he's up there. Okay, I got it. Sort of, not really. How the fucking took you dodge my arrows? Oh, your arrows do nothing when it comes to damage. Would you mind and stand up, please? No. Oh yes. Oh, I got a attack mask camera. Just kind of, yeah. That's an amulet. You have cutscenes right there. I don't know how to do it. Where am I? Where the fuck is that one guy up here? I swear someone charged at me. I cannot wait to get a dodge roll. Oh yeah, there's a guy right here. Can I loot him already? No. A bunch of garbage from the loot mod. These bodies just like tumble down there. Motherfucker. Not speak of the flaming arrows. Longbow. Oh, that longbow is actually better than what I have. That is weird. How is that better? Excuse me. I'm very confused. Okay. The rest of his garbage you can keep. Is there a guy on this side? Oh yes, there was. You have a lot of arrows in you. I've been taking it, thank you. You keep your full armor on you. We're not going to undress you yet. Why do I feel like that wasn't all of them? Oh, this is an empty loading screen, which is weird. So there's an area transition rather than a loading screen. Oh yeah, and I have I think it's the climax spot that lets you have darker environments in dungeons and whatnot. With the golden claw. Did I seriously miss the arrow? Yeah, apparently I did miss the arrow. Okay. I haven't lost my torch after all. Yes, this is going to be mainly stealth and marksmanship based builds. Ew, is that a hunting bow? Yeah, that thing's better than what I have. Each craft and destruction. So what else? Wait, there are two guys. Where's your corpse? That's shit. Wait, there was two of them. There's a lot of skeevers here. I found it. I'm a garnet, some gold, lockpick, a shovel, and a sweet roll. Okay. Ah, there you go. There's someone. Didn't know it shoots your body. Yes, it did. Why do I have a pickaxe up? Yeah, that's a very good question. I love lockpicking in this game. Bring up the bow just in case there's something lurking behind the corner. No, not yet. They disturb the dead by stealing their shit. Oh god, this is so fucking dark. Oh, what a bit bad idea. That one mod finally triggered. I love those. Dungeons have a really good dark hole. Oh yeah, that's that guy that's going to get his ass beaten. Oh, thank you for the sneak skill, sir. Yeah, I don't even need to shoot at him. You are a moron, sir. You are a moron. Which way? Yeah, I think it went west of that. That'll be two snakes and a fish. That's called a fish. Are a fish or a whale? Tell me I'm right. Either I'm going to be... Yep, I'm right. If only all of them were this easy. As we get a little good job noise that's overcome by a scream of death. Thief by a raven. If the reader has not yet had the pleasure of reading the first volume in this series on the life of Eslav Errol, beggar, you should close this book immediately, for I shan't recap. I will tell you this much, gentle reader. When we last saw Eslav, he was a boy, an orphan, a failed beggar, running through the wild winter woods of Skyrim, away from his home of Errol Guards. He continued running, stopping here and there for many more years, until he was a young man. Islav discovered that among the ways of getting food, asking for it was the most troublesome. More easier was finding it in the wilderness or taking it from unguarded market stalls. The only thing worse than begging to get food was begging for the opportunity to work for the money to buy it. That seemed less than complicated. No, as far as Eslav was concerned, he was best off being a scavenger, a beggar, and a thief. He committed his first act of thievery shortly after leaving Errol Guards, while in the southern woods of Tambuka, in the rugged land near Mount Jensen, east of the village of Horwell. Eslav was starving, having not eaten anything but the ravenous scrawny raw squirrel in 4 days, and he smelled meat cooking and then found the smoke. A band of minstrel bards was making camp. He watched them from the bushes as they cooked and joked and flirted and sang. He could have asked them for some food, but so many others had refused him before. Instead, he rushed out, grabbed a piece of meat from the fire, and wincing from the burns, scrambled up the nearest tree to devour it, while the bard stood under him and laughed. "What is your next move, thief?" giggled a fair red-headed woman who was covered with tattoos. "How do you intend to disappear without us catching and punishing you?" As the hunger subsided, Eslav realized she was right. The only way to get out of the tree without falling in their midst was to take the branch down to where it hung over a creek. It was a drop off a cliff of about 50 feet. That seemed like the wisest strategy, so Eslav began growling in that direction. "Now half tall, boy," called out a young Gajit, but a few years older than Eslav. Thin but muscular, graceful in his slightest movements. "If you don't, you should just climb down here and take what's coming to you. It's idiotic to break your neck when we just give you some bruises and send you on your way." "Of course I know how to fall," Eslav called back, but he didn't. He just thought the trick of falling was to have nothing underneath you and let nature take its course. But 50 feet up when you're looking down is enough to give anyone pause. "I'm sorry to doubt your abilities, Master Thief," said the Khajiit, grinning. "Obviously you know how to fall feet first with your body straight, but to avoid cracking like an egg." "Oh, straight but loose. Okay. It seems you are destined to escape us." Eslav wisely followed the Khajiit's hints and leapt into the river, falling without much grace but without hurting himself. In the years that followed, he had to make several more drops from even greater heights. After a theft, sometimes without water beneath him, and he improved the basic technique. When he arrived in the western town of Villenheim, in the morning of his 21st birthday, it didn't to find out who was the richest person most deserving to be burgled. Wow, this guy takes justice in his own hands, apparently. An impregnable palace in a park near the center of town was owned by a mysterious young man named... Oh god, that is pronounceable. That is unpronounceable. Eslav wasted no time in finding the palace and watching it. A fortified palace he had come to learn was like a person, with quirks and habits beneath its hard shell. It was not an old palace. Evidently whatever money this guy had came into was fairly recent. It was regularly patrolled by guards, implying that the rich man was fearful of being burgled, with no good reason. The most distinctive feature of the palace was its tower, rising 100 feet above the stone walls, doubtless giving that grant a good defensive view. Eslaf guessed that if he wasn't as paranoid as he guessed him to be, the tower would also provide a view of the palace storehouse. The rich man would want to keep an eye on his fortune. That meant that the loot couldn't be directly beneath the tower, but somewhere in the courtyard within the walls. The light in the tower shone all night long, so Eslaf fully decided that the best time to burgle was by the light of day, when he must be sleeping. That would be the time the guards would least expect the thief to pounce. And so, when the noon sun was shining over the palace, Eslaf quickly scaled the wall near the front gate and waited in the crenulations. The interior courtyard was plain and desolate, with few places to hide, but he saw that there were two wells. One the guards used time to draw up water and slake their thirst, but Eslaf noticed that guards would pass by the other well, never using it. The guards were distracted, just for a second, by the arrival of a merchant in a wagon bearing goods for the palace. While they were searching his wagon, Eslaf leapt elegantly, feet first from the wall into the well. It was not a particularly soft landing for, as Eslaf had guessed. The well was not full of water, but gold. Still, he knew how to roll after a fall, and he didn't hurt himself. In the dank subterranean storehouse, he stuffed his pockets with gold and was about to go to the door which he assumed would lead to the tower, when he noticed a gem the size of an apple, worth more than all the gold that was left. Eslaf found a room for it down his pants. Okay, apparently he stuck a gem down his pants. The door did indeed lead to the tower, and Eslaf followed the curving stairwell up, walking quietly but quickly. At the top, found the master of the palace private quarters, ornate and gold, with invaluable artwork and decorative swords and shields on the walls. Eslaf assumed the snoring lamp under the sheets was him, but he didn't investigate too closely. He crept to the windows and looked out. It was going to be a difficult fall for such dirty. He needed to jump from the tower, past the walls, and hit the tree on the other side. 3 branches would hurt, but they would break his fall, and there was a pile of hay he had left under the tree to prevent further injury. Eslaf was about to leave when the occupant of the room wake up with a start, yelling, "My gem!" Eslaf stared at him for a second, wide-eyed. They looked alike, not surprising since they were brothers. Eslaf Farrell's story is continued in the book Warrior. I'm supposed to find... Do I even have a copy of the Beggar? I think I do. I might have. And apparently I'm carrying too much now. Drop this one then. Let's see... You know, I do not. I should take these two though. Anything else? No. What is this? Oh, it must be another jar of some sort. That's a stupid car. I almost could have trapped myself to all hell. Huh? That's a soul gem. All I can do is give us at the bottom of this. Yep, there's skeevers at the bottom of this. Oh, fucking skeever, ow. No, don't give me disease, sir. Okay. I'm looking at that one that I'm looking for. Great. Here, I'll take all of that. And my arrow, thank you. I'll sit in the way, no. Okay, so assume now we're going to fend off some jog. A scroll fireball, eh? I wonder what could I possibly using that for.
Is someone coming? Is that you, Hackney? Bjorn? Celine? I know I ran ahead of the call, but I need help.
Okay. Fine, I guess I'll help you. No. Why did I think that would work? Oh, I get instantly detected by that thing.
Get it away from me! Get it away!
Oh, it's wounded. Why?
Don't let it get me! Help! Keep it away from me!
Oh, you can just stand here until it notices you. Okay. I can still stand here, no problem.
Get it away from me! Get it away!
Oh no, sir.
Get it away from me! Get it away! Keep it away from me!
Any more of your friends coming by, perhaps? I wonder where it's wounded. Upstairs, everything to that I do not know yet. An egg-sack. Or a spider dragon it. Why should I help you, you piece of shit?
Don't leave me from...
I would love to leave you that.
Help me out of...
Yeah, a desiccated corpse. Some gold on it. Fine, I'll get you.
Over here! It's coming loose. I can feel it.
Fuck you, sir. Betrayer's little shit.
Why should I share the
Exactly. Get killed, sir. I hope you get killed.
You can't hide from me.
Oh shit! Well, apparently neither can you, sir. Neither can you. That was a surprisingly good shot that I did not expect. The journal. And the golden claw and another book. There's just prices and nested spells. Eh. Oh. Okay, apparently I'm over combo again. Oops. Okay, this is just way too much shit on me. I think I'll have to go and do the white room thing to get the house to put my stuff in. Because no way am I getting past this, like, first dungeon without having constant full inventory. Oh yes, hello Drog. Let's see, Arwell's journal. My fingers are trembling. The golden claw is finally in my hands, and with it, the power of the ancient Nordic heroes. That fool Lucan Valerius had no idea that his favourite store decoration was actually the key to Bleak Fall Barrow. Now I just need to get to the Hall of Stories and unlock the door. The legend says there is a test that the Norse put in place to keep the unworthy away, but that when you have the golden claw, the solution is in the palm of your hands. Literally, taking as the claw as the key. Heavy armor. Hallgerd's tale. I think the greatest warrior who ever lived had to be Phyllis the Menace. None. Offered Yaimara. Name what other warrior who conquered more territory. Tiber Septim, obviously, said Hallgerd. He wasn't a warrior, he was an administrator. Politician, said Garaz. And besides, Acreage conquered can't be final means of determining the best warrior. Acreage. About skill with a blade. There are other weapons than blades, objected Sayamara. Why not skill with an axe or bow? Who was the greatest master of all weaponry? I can't think of one greater master of all weaponry, said Hallgerd. Axes of Aegir, Nero, and Black Mars was the greatest wielder of a lance, and Slavu of the Ashlands is the greatest master of the club I've ever seen. The greatest master of the katana is probably an Akaviri warlord we've never heard of, as far as archery goes. Linolf Whitestrake supposedly conquered all of Tamriel by himself, interrupted Sayamara. That was before the first era, said Garaz. It's probably most a myth, but there are all sorts of great warriors in the modern eras. Hammer and Usurper, the unknown who brought together the Staff of Chaos and defeated Jagar Tharn. We can't declare an unknown champion as the greatest warrior. What about Nanda Bride, the Empress Kateria's champion? Suggested Sayamara. They said he could use any weapon ever invented. But what happened to him? Smiled Garaz. He was drowned in the Sea of Ghosts because he wouldn't get his armor off. Can't be overly particular, but I think the greatest warrior in the world know how to take armor off. It's kind of hard to judge ability to wear armor as a skill, said Sayamara. Even you have basic functionality in the suit of armor, or you don't. That's not true, said Hallgerd. There are masters in that as well. People who can do things while wearing armor better than we can out of armor. Have you ever heard of Harley Hazaroth? I think that's a P. Hazaroth. The king's great-grandfather. Sayamara and Karis admitted that they had not. This was hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and Hazaroth was the ruler of a great estate which he had won by right of being the greatest warrior in the land. It's been said, and truly, that much of the house's current power is based on Hazaroth's earnings as a warrior. Every week he held games at his castle, pitting his skills against the champions of the neighbouring estates, and every week he won something. His great skill wasn't in the use of weaponry, though he was decent enough with an axe and a longsword, but in his ability to move quickly and with great agility, wearing a full suit of heavy mail. There were some who said that he moved faster while wearing armor than he did out of it. Some months before this story begins, he had won the daughter of one of his neighbors, a beautiful creature named Mena, who he had made his wife. He loved her very much, but he was intensely jealous, and with good reason. He wasn't very pleased with his husbandly skills, and the only reason Mena never stayed was because Hazaroth kept a close eye on her. He was, to put it kindly, naturally amorous and resentful of her position as a prize. Wherever he went, he always brought her with him. At the games, placed in a special box so that he could see her even while he competed. But his real competition, though he didn't know, was from a handsome young armourer he had also won at one of his competitions. I had noticed him, and the armourer, whose name was Taran, had certainly noticed her. This has all the makings of a dirty joke, Hallgerd, said Sayamara with a smile. Yes, game, I know that I need to level up, thank you. You're interrupting this session of reading. I swear that it's entirely true, said Hallgerd. The problem facing the lovers was, of course, that they could never be alone. Perhaps because of this, it became a burning obsession to both of them. Taran decided that the best time for them to consummate their love was during the games. When a feigned illness, so she didn't have to stay in the box. But Pazaroth visited the sector room every few minutes between fights, so Taran and Mena could never get together. The sound of Pazaroth's armor clunking up the stairs to visit his sick wife gave Taran the idea. He crafted his a new suit of armor, strong and bright and beautifully decorated, for his purposes. Taran rubbed the leg joints with Luca dust, so the more he sweated and the more he moved them, the more they'd stick together. After a little while, Taran figured Pazaroth wouldn't be able to walk very quickly and wouldn't have enough time in between fights to visit his wife. But just in case, Taran also added bells to the legs, which rung loudly when they moved, so the couple would be able to hear him coming in plenty of time. When the games commenced the following week, Mena feigned illness again, and Taran presented his lord with the new armor. Pazaroth was delighted with it, as Taran hoped he would be, and donned it for his first fight. Taran then stole upstairs to Mena's bedchamber. All was silent outside, as the two began to make love. Suddenly, Mena noticed a peculiar expression in Taran's face, and before she had a chance to ask him about it, his head fell off at the neck. Pazaroth was standing behind him with his axe in hand. How did he get upstairs so quickly? His leg joints gummed up. And didn't they hear the bells ringing? Asked Garaz. Is it alright? Juarez. I don't know if that's a G or no. I'm going to go with the G because it's, like, pronounceable. Well, you see, when Pazaroth realized he couldn't walk on his legs very quickly, he walked on his hands. I don't believe it, laughed Sayonara. What happened next? Asked Garaz. Did Pazaroth kill Mena also? Wow, this fucking guy right here. No one knows exactly what happened next, said Halgerd. Pazaroth didn't return for the next game, nor for the next. Finally, at the fourth game, he returned to fight, and Mena appeared in the box to watch. She didn't appear to be sick anymore. In fact, she was smiling and had a light flush to her face. They did it? Cried Saramara. I don't have all the salacious details, except that after the battle, it took Squire's 13 hours to get Pazaroth's armor off because of all the Luca dust mixed with the sweat. I don't understand. You mean he didn't take his armor off when they... But how? Like I said, replied Halgerd, this is a story about someone who was more agile and accomplished in his armor than out of it. Now that's skill. I'm going to not argue against that. That was a fine sale. I've never actually read any of the books in Skyrim, so this will be an adventure for me as well. Alright, which one of you shits is going to come to life? Oh, I see. It's dark enough for me not to tell which one will. Oh, I like this. Okay, that won't come to life. That won't go there. I forgot if you need to aim up or down to shoot an arrow. Let's gamble down. Nope. Thankfully it's only one of them. Oh no. Come on, no one's here, sir. Okay, and that'll work too. That'll work perfectly fine. Shit, I picked up an iron didn't I? Yep. Banded iron armor, you go back in there. I can drop all the Imperial armor. I'm going to take off these and these, and please tell me I can put this armor away without the game crashing. Because for some reason it keeps crashing every time I try to like put this armor on, so I'm going to... Okay, it didn't crash, good. Need to put those away. Items, am I wearing... Yes I am. I'm not wearing a pair of gloves though, so... Might as well wear this sturdy vestment. It's not going to be better, but it gives me some sort of a bonus from it. Magic, that's a 9 helmet. We use some gauntlets, so a battle mage has rusty gloves, eh? Oh. What's it's pitch black, of course. It'll do. It'll do for now. It's not like I have anything better to choose from. Oh yeah, I should use the something better, shouldn't I? Oops. Things you forget. Yeah, most of them being things that actually matter in the end. Does it sound like... Okay. This side. Yeah. Cannot wait to find an ancient Nord bow. Will I go for one of those? You dropped out. Hold on here. Shit, sir! Sir, would you mind? No. No, sir. I'm not here. No. Oh shit. No, sir. Stay down. I can carry one of those. 10% bow damage. Oh shit, yes. Even if it is feet. Boots. I'm going to use those. I don't know why it's called battle mages though, because it has an archery to it. I'm not going to ask. Archery is almost to another tech. I'll go out to... Can I even out to... That... I'm just going straight into that. Now I'm going to keep my perk until I can get the archery. Apparently my sneak is good enough for me to just wander off on my own. Until I legit walk into one, then yeah, then I'll be fucked. But until then, it seems to be fine. Oh, I remember a friend of mine who kept walking over this and wondering why he died constantly. Yeah, nah, fuck that. Oh, this guy's going to come to life, isn't he? You sneaky little bastard. Oh shit, it's the rest of one. Aim for the head as I aim clearly at its chest. Close calls, close calls. Another one in the way. No, thank gosh. I have enough inventory. I want your arrows. Give me your arrow out of your... It's floating against your chin, I guess that somehow counts. Feet always going to come to life. Yep, those feet are going to come to life. There's a troll that came to life. One. Oh, there's a bow. I want that. I want that goddamn bow. That thing will be mine. Oh hell yes. It's a bit better than what I have. Or should be another one that I didn't notice. Oh great, I hear one of those things. I don't have the trait yet. Oh, just shout. Yeah, no one's seen more alive. If only I had the roll for it. Talk about preemptive going to places. No. Well, hopefully I don't die from hauling through here. Oh, I can just haul through it. I didn't know that. No taken. Usually when I try to do that, I get fucking owned by those things. I've learned my lesson, let's put it that way. That fuck is going to come to life, aren't you, sir? Yep. Hey, sir. Goodbye, sir. I'd like to have my arrow back. Thank you, sir. A hunt, rusty armor, stamina regen, and some health. Can I? How long? No, I don't have the inventory space. Check your corners. What? There's two of them. That's unfair. It's just a dog. Sneak increase? I'll take her. I'll take my sneak increase. Can I? I guess I can't. I can just. I can. Lightfoot Sandtroll. Yeah, we're going with this one. I'd like to get all the way to Deadly Aim, but we're just going to go from there. Sandtroll? Yeah, Sandtroll is the one that I'm looking for. Or tactical roll, as I call it. No, that was just some cobwebs. One-handed and some stamina. No, thank you. Like the petty soul jumper. I almost panicked because I didn't notice what button I just pressed. It is pitch black yet again. I need to keep a mental note of buying a lantern when I go back to Riverwood? Probably Riverwood before I head off to Whiterun. Yeah, Whiterun first. Whiterun. Indeed. They were hiding in the corner? No, that was my own footsteps. Is it just me or does this area look suspicious? Yep, that area looks suspicious. Hello, sir. Do you mind going back to your grave? Rose fair. Oh no, you go from there. Okay. Is it shop? No, no it's not, thank gosh. Imagine. Oh god, it's so dark. There's something going to be lurking in here, isn't it? And before like spiders sneak in from the shadows. Glow mushrooms. Oh, they're actually called glow mushrooms. Take some. And when have mushrooms done anything bad? One growl. That must have been my imagination. Let's hope so. Oh no, there's going to be a fucker down here that's going to do his rounds, isn't there? Yeah, hello, sir. So, wow, I'm terrible watcher. Yes, I'm right back. Good job. With that. Can I use that? You're over my battle tree skills. I don't have a best open for some reason. Single frame dropped? Good. Wait a second. continue.